Hello students. So in the last video we have discussed how we can initialize an array dynamically. That means what? How we can allow the users to enter the values of the or initial values of the array, right? Initial elements of the array. So at the beginning, what we have seen how we'll initialize static elements. The programmer will give a static value of the array and the user cannot change that. But in now we'll see what a program where the user can himself or herself enter the elements of the array. Okay, so for that, in the last video where we have discussed theoretically, if you have not seen, please see that, it will be easier for you to understand. So there we have taken what? A variable name I to use as counter, right? So counter value we'll use. Okay, I. So what we have initialized, let's see first the array. The array name is name, its maximum size or maximum element, how much it can contain, that is 100. And which type of elements it will contain? It will contain character type, right? Character type means letters, alphabets, symbols. Okay, now see another variable we have used, size. So what it does, so if you have seen the last video, there I have discussed that maybe the maximum size of the array be 100. Okay, but it is not bound, or the user is not bound to enter 100 elements. Alright, he can enter any number of elements from starting from 1 to 100. He cannot exceed 100, but he can enter any number of elements up to 100. That means 5, 6, 50, 60, 78, any number of elements he can enter which is less than the maximum size. Okay, so whichever number of elements he wants to enter, he wants to give it within a size variable. So why I am using it, say I am using this to store our or store my name. Okay, so mine is everyone's different, have a different name, so all those names may have different number of alphabets or letters, right? So my name, as my name contains 7 letters, someone named Rahul will contain how many letters? 5, right? Someone named Pronoy may contain 6 letters, someone's name may contain 10 letters. So it will always change from user to user, right? So as I am allowing the user to enter the value, so size also user will select. So say if my name has 7 letters, I will use what? The size value for me will be 7. If someone named Rahul, for him the size value or the maximum size needed will be how much? 5, right? So it will keep on changing from user to user. That's why we have taken as a variable for that. Okay, so next, let's see the next line. Next line is what? We are asking the enter the size of the array. We are telling the user to enter the size of the array, how much we want, right? So whichever the value the user enters will be stored in variable size. Okay, then I am telling the user to what? Enter the elements of the array. Okay, so how we will enter? So see, as we have discussed in the last video, this I indicates what? I indicates the index value of the array, right? I variable indicates what? The index value of the array. And we know that the index value of array always starts from what? 0. That's why the starting value of I, what we have given? 0. Understood why it is 0? We know that if an array index value always starts from 0, right? And I is representing the index value. That means what? That's why the value of I is starting in 0, right? And we know that the index value goes up to what? The index value goes up to size minus 1. So I, we have written less than equal to size minus 1. That means what? Every value from 0 to size minus 1 will be checked by I, and it will be I, counter is I plus plus. Why I plus plus? Because we know that every index value is, say the next index value is always incremented by 1, right? That is, the first index value will be 0, then the second index value will be 1, next index value will be 2. So that means what, the index value are always incrementing by 1. That means that's why I plus plus, that is I plus 1, right? Then next line in the loop, so for first name, so here the user will enter the variable. Say if user enters a at the beginning, that means what, where it will enter, it will enter in the array name, and in which index value, so I, so at the, if first the value of I is what, 0, so it will enter in 0th index of array name, right? Similarly, next if the user enters b, okay, so it will enter where, so for the next iteration the value of I will become I plus plus, that is 1, so it will enter at name, array name in index value 1, right? In the first one position, one index value it will enter. Say next user enters c, so it will enter in 1 plus plus, that is 2, next index value 2, so it will enter from 0 1 2, it will keep on going up to size minus 1, right? So in the next line the user prints the array is this. Okay, so it is a very simple program. I hope you have understood, and it's very easy. Still, if you have not understood, you can contact me somehow. So let's run the program. Okay, so enter the size of the array. Say my name has 7 letters, so 7. Enter the elements of the array. Say S U D R A T A. See, the array is Subrata. It came. Alright. So I think you have understood. Again, yeah, you can do another thing is, you can yourself see the index value. Okay, how? Let's try something. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so okay, so we are going to do that in the next video. Okay, thank you.